What's going on, guys? This is Shadow Dragon here. We are back with Doki Doki Fruits of the Literature Club. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually played this, so yeah, I'm glad to be back for some more Doki Doki. So let's get going. Load our game. I think we were in the forest last time. Or in the middle of a memory. Finally done with that assignment. Seriously, why do us division chiefs get stuck with abrasive grunt work at times? At least I can rest my head at my desk for a while. Oh, my comfy, cozy little office. At least I know I can get some rest here for a bit. It's late and I really don't want to be driving right now. Why is my pager lit up? Oh, man, are you serious? This is my papers for Shadow. Julia, situation at the forest on the northeast side of town. Sayori is there and I'm going. Make sure to keep her safe when she gets home. Is this idiot really going to do what I think he is? I throw myself out of my seat and start to dash out of the building to my car. Reach my car, quick get in the driver's seat while dialing Shadow's number. No answer, just his voicemail. I seriously hope he's okay. Lately he's been constantly looking for his girlfriend. He's gone to some very unnecessary lengths. I'd say he put fishing wire in his wounds to help heal. He's going nuts, which are endangering his own life without the concern for others. Granted, I don't question what he does outside the company as long as it doesn't leak anything, but he's going to a length that Ashley and I were only afraid of. My stomach feels queasy. I try to call Shadow's commission phone one more time, but once again I'm directed to his voicemail, which skyrockets my fears. He absolutely never ignores calls from his commission phone, so he's either hurt or worse. I pull out the parking lot and onto a main roadway that leads into town. Realizing that Monica is involved, I try to locate her number in my phone. I remember that Shadow repeated the number to me when I requested it after she was hospitalized. Maybe I can call her and find out exactly what's happening down there. Looking for my call logs, I eventually locate Monica's number and give it a call. Hello? Monica, this is Julia. Where are you? Oh, Julia, I'm on the way to Sayori's house. I was in the forest because the people who kidnapped her called me and said if I didn't come, they would kill her. What about Shadow? Where is he? I don't know. He met up with me and then ran into the forest after Sayori. I started to run away after he left. He said to get to our house and call the police. Where in the forest did you see him run off to? I can't remember. I was too scared and dazed to really notice anything specific. Damn it. Listen, Sayori's house is right next to Shadow's. Instead of going to her house, I want you to head to his and I'll meet you there. I'll call the police and we'll get officers out there to help find Sayori and Shadow. Right, I understand. How long until you get there? About 15 minutes. I'm on the road into town right now. Thank you. Be safe, Monica. I end the call and start to accelerate faster on the road. The growl of the engine grows louder and louder as my speed increases. I'm hoping for the best that Shadow and Sayori are safe. I'll not hesitate to do horrible things to her, especially since now Shadow is involved. Oops, sorry guys, I accidentally skipped that text. And if something happens to Sayori, then images of what Shadow is capable of flash through my mind in horror. Even worse, images flash in my mind of what I could find when we do find him. A sick feeling starts to develop in my stomach, but I try to swallow the saliva in my mouth and keep going. Yeah, don't mess with this guy, he's angry. After a long silence, I start to enter the city and immediately head to Shadow's house. His house isn't that far now, but that doesn't mean Monica is safe. If she was able to get out of the forest, she could have a tail. If she does have a tail, then I need to make sure that she loses it. However, I'm going to need to make sure Shadow is found alive or not. Still keep my eyes on the road, I reach over to my passenger seat and grab my phone. I'm pressing a quick dial number in the dial pad. I place the phone to my ear and wait for the other line to answer. I walk around the bench aside where it leads me to Shadow and Sayori Street. The ominously dark night makes me all the more terrified. I really hope they're okay. My fears have been eating at my mind since I left the forest against my will. Oh, it's Monica talking now. While I understand why Shadow forced me to leave, I still wish I could have helped in some way. I couldn't do anything but watch as my friend was being hurt in front of me and nearly dying myself. Back before Shadow and the other girls joined the club, I had been very lonely, and I don't want to lose them. Huh? I think I heard something behind me. Looking over my shoulder, I don't see anything or anyone around. Maybe a car that drove down the street opposite of me, but nothing really of importance. Well, I guess the events of tonight are still making me super paranoid. I pair hands wrap around my waist and immediately start to lift me up. Monica, no! No! Hey, get off of me! Oh god. I start to bang my fist against the hands and arms that restrict me, but nothing works. They keep trying to lift me up. The person's breath works against my back and my neck. I'm still trying to frantically get away from my captor. I swing my elbow backward, trying to make contact with their head. A sudden pain shoots from my forearm as my elbow strikes something hard. Bulletproof vest? I'm confused. The hands around my waist release me and I fall to the ground. Clutching at my elbow and turning onto my back, I see a middle-aged man in similar clothing to the guys who are holding Sayori at the forest. This is one of those guys. Gasping, I try to crawl backward away from him. His eyes make contact with mine and immediately give me, "You're gonna pay for that look." My stomach drops and I try to crawl away much quicker. He starts to walk up towards me. What do I do? Help me! I start to scream as loud as I can to the night sky. I hope someone will come looking and see this. His eyes bulge out of his head and he looks around in a panic. Why'd you have to scream? I'll just make this quick then. He walks over to me, grabs my foot and aggressively pulls me towards him. I continue to scream as loud as I can, kicking my other foot at his hand, just trying everything I can to get away. But as his face gets close to mine again, arms wrap around his neck and he is pulled off of me. Huh? Ugh! A tall black silhouetted figure holds me in their arms. They both move backward until a streetlight reveals my savior. A tall blonde woman in a black, form-fitting suit. As the man who was attacking me in a headlock, his back is locked upwards and he squints around him with his hands. Julia! She doesn't respond. She drags the man over to a car that is parked on the other side of a shrub, perfectly concealing it from our view, and slams his head against the hood. A sound that I never thought I want to hear come from the man's head. After that, his bodyguard limps and Julia kicks to the side. She walks over to me and quickly helps me up. Julia! Sweetheart, are you okay? She quickly checks up and down my arms and bodies for obvious injuries. I nod my head and immediately feel tears burn in my eyes. She pats my shoulder and looks around. Sorry, I wasn't a minute earlier. I'm just grateful you showed up at all. What is going to happen to him? The police are on their way. They already know what is going on, so he'll be taken into custody. Right. Now hurry and get to Shadow's house. Here is his key. Why do you have my key? Julie hands me a small copper-coloured key and turns away from me. I'll pull my car up to the driveway and make sure officers find this piece of crap out here. Got it. Closing the door behind me and turning on the light, I lean on the wall and sigh. This is also tiring. I can only imagine how Sayori and Shadow are feeling right now. I make my way over to the couch in the living room and sit down. Only now do I realise my hands are shaking. The front door opens and closes as Julia approaches me. She has a seat across from me and looks into my eyes warmly. Are you okay? Yeah, just a little, shaken up. Oh, of course you are. This isn't something that normally happens to people. It's only natural to be scared and in some degree of shock. Yeah. Could you tell me everything about what happened earlier? Yeah, I can. I clear my throat and explain what happened regarding the court and the meeting at the forest. Through the entire thing, Julia's eyes are coldly professional, almost like shadows. As I finish, she looks back and purses her lips like what I told her scared her. Maybe I shouldn't have said it as much as I did. No, you got to tell them all the details, Monica. Thank you for all of this. I'll tell everything to the officers. Just rest up here. You're too exhausted to really keep going through this. Will do, thank you. I lie horizontally on the couch and watch Julia peer out one of the windows before heading towards the kitchen. Maybe if I rest my head a bit, I can calm down and at least relax. Monica leans her head back into the couch. I watch her from the reflection on a silver pot. To see such a young girl involved in something like this, it breaks my heart. But not as much as knowing that someone I've always considered a son or nephew is directly in the middle of it. Normally wanted was to come to the city and live a normal life, but he was never actually able to escape the chaos he was born in. When I heard he did want a normal life, it made me chuckle inside. He's such a pure and innocent thing to desire. But in our field, once you're in, you won't get out unless you die. And Shadow knows this very well. My phone vibrates startlingly out of my thoughts. Looking at the text message, it's a confirmation that police have been dispatched to the forest and were briefed. And one other officer is coming by to take care of the guy that I now have zip-tied on the road. How do you zip-tie someone to the road? Like, did she put him on the drain or something? I'm lost, but sure, go ahead. For now, I'm going to stay by Monica to make sure she's safe. Yeah, good call. I was right about her having a tail. I'm sorry, that context. A woman's intuition never steers us wrong. I let myself lean over the counter and breathe freely for a moment. Even I'm being hit with a wave of stress because of all this. But nevertheless, it's not my first rodeo. When the police get to the forest, they'll be on cleanup as well as searching for Shadow and Sayori. I'd go there and help them look, since I'm more easily able to track Shadow, but Monica is safer with me here. Leaning my left hip against the counter, a sudden fit of discomfort stings at me. Oh, my handgun is still strapped to my hip, and it doesn't make for a pillow's comfort, that's for damn sure. I might as well just relax and wait for the inevitable to happen. Right? Yeah, okay, we're back. How long have we been recording for? 9 minutes, alright. Alright, let's take a rest here. Sayori's breathing is laboured and she keeps placing her hands onto her back. The poor girl's been walking for almost a straight hour and she hasn't complained once about the pain in her leg or how tired she is. She really is a trooper. However, at the same time, she can't keep going like this. This forest is massive, but I don't think we're close to the border of it yet. The most I can do for now is let her rest for a bit. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm just a little tired. Sit down for a while. I motion to a nearby rock that looks comfortable enough for her to sit on. I'm okay. Listen to me, you're gonna sit down and rest. Alright. I take her hand into mine and guide to the rock, help her sit down. She looks up at me with her sparkling blue eyes and smiles. Thank you for caring for me. Don't mention it. You aren't really conditioned to be as active as we were tonight. But nevertheless, I'm proud that you're holding up. Really? Of course. Sayori's been holding back her tears ever since I first met up with her earlier. She's scared, she's in pain, and she's barely able to hold any anxiety she's feeling. But her composure throughout all of this makes me respect her even more. I never would have expected a girl like Sayori to be able to, I guess, really still her resolve despite the circumstances. I pat her gently on the shoulder and look into her eyes. She rests her arms on her legs and leans forward. Gently run my hand on her back. I try to offer her words of encouragement. Just rest for a bit, Sayori. I'm sorry, I'm so slow. Don't apologize for that. You're doing great. We're almost out of here. Once you're ready to go, we'll make it in this last stretch. Do you really think we could get out of here? I wouldn't be sitting here with you while you were too tired to move if I didn't. Just sit here for a moment. I'm going to try and see if I have signal to call for someone. Okay. Lifting my hand up and off her back, I grab my commission phone from her pocket and check the signal. None. Also, just Pete you about signal. I can't contact Julia about what's going on. I hope to God she got my page earlier. I know I give her a hard time, but I do come to trust her at times like this. One of my concerns is if she trusts me, but that's another story for another time. Right now, my only focus is to get Sayori out of this godforsaken forest. Wait a second, I hear sirens! I look back to Sayori, her eyes meet mine with relieved elation. We're close enough to the border of the forest so we can hear the sirens as they approach. If we can reach the road in time, we can get to help! You think you can keep going now? Of course, let's go! Sayori stands up, starts to walk quickly towards the sound. I start to stay right behind her just in case there's anyone behind us who wants to stop us from getting out. I stay silent and keep listening to the sirens as they get closer. It sounds like they're going to go to the main entrance of the forest. There's a bunch of campsites there, where a majority of people congregate. As long as I can get Sayori to an officer, she can explain everything that has happened. Both of us can get our wounds tended to, and we can finally end this nightmare. Please. My phone goes off, suddenly starting me out of my thought-filled daze. My father hesitates to press the answer button because there is one or two reasons why I'm receiving this call right now. Either Shadow and Sayori have been found safe, or they have been found dead. Poor Julia. Just the latter crossing my mind is enough to make my stomach drop in anxiety. Whilst I have the courage to press the answer button, I bring the phone to my ear. Ma'am, what is it? 4219 and the girl have been found. They have? Where are they? They're being taken to the hospital currently. They were both found with serious injuries that required immediate attention. That's fine. Were you able to gather from this situation? Well, ma'am, I have a total of 12 bodies being taken to the medical examiner's office. Wow, okay. Several others have been detained and are en route to the field office downtown. Good. I'll be heading to the hospital shortly, wrap everything up there, and I'll get on the report tomorrow. Actually, ma'am, don't worry about the report. I can take care of that for you. You have more pressing matters to attend to tonight. Thank you, Mayuki. I owe you lunch for this. You're very welcome, man. I end the call and turn to Monica, who's looking at me anxiously and waiting any piece of information. You're able to move? Yeah, why? We're going to the hospital. I walk over to the couch and help Monica up to her feet. At first, she struggles to stay balanced, but then managed to keep herself upright. I nearly scoff at her, but then realised that she was beaten pretty hard earlier, so there's a big chance she has a concussion, or her equilibrium has been thrown off. Anyway, bring her with me to the hospital, better for her as well. She needs to be checked on. Sometimes the damage is not physically seen on the body. I'm slightly concerned about if she has any internal damage. As Monica and I leave, I lock the door behind us. Oh, I'm happy they're found. Well, so, yeah, I want to start this next episode off on a good note, like at the hospital. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this part of Doki Doki, the Fruits of the Literature Club, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.